Hi guys, it's Suzanne HB, Crazy Just Might Work on Instagram, and today I'm going to be doing a tutorial for Rainbow Loom Adventures on this lovely Christmas tree design that she has here. And it's got a heart in the middle. I don't know whether you can actually see in this picture on my phone, but the Christmas tree actually had this lovely heart in the middle, and I thought it's very nice because the heart of Christmas is what it's all about, rather than being, about the presents. So it was a Christmas tree with heart. So I thought that was really lovely. She has got a great account too. Check her out and give her a follow if you like that. She's got some beautiful things. She makes when she makes other people's designs, they look lovely, and she's done some very creative things with like making sets of earrings and things like that to match bracelets and necklaces, and they always look so cute. So yeah, check her out, give her a follow, and we'll see if we can explain how to do this one here. Now she also has a flipagram, okay, and this one's called Pine Hearts, this design we're doing tonight. So if you'd like to do the if you'd like to do the flipagram, then you can do that. If you would like to do it by tutorial, then you can watch and see how to do it. Alright, so, and these are my little Christmassy things. I'm going to be doing a tutorial on those another time, hopefully soon, so that you can do some for Christmas. So this is the one we're working on today, the Pine Hearts. And even though it looks like a tree up this way, we actually make it the other way around. And I've started this one by putting a C-clip on the top, because I think it does help to put the cap band on the top. It won't slide off if you have a C-clip on there. So that's the way we're going to do it. Alright, so let's get on with it. I'm going to keep this over here so I can refer to it, because I've only just worked out how to do this one following the flipagram. Alrighty. Let's get started. So I'm going to use limited edition bands today, which I don't often do in tutorials. I think this would work quite nicely with any band that holds its shape, including opaques. Alright, so the way to start this one is actually to get a triple cap band ready. So 1, 2, 3. And then I would do a double cap band and hook a C-clip onto that double cap band, which is going to be awkward to show you, but oh, that crinkly noise on tutorials always sounds so good. But basically you can either take it off or you can do it on your hook, so I'm just going to stretch it out like that and pop the C-clip on it. Okay, so you've got that sitting there, and then however you like to get the triple cap band over, I find that using my right hand to help it over often works, and then that will just sit nicely on there, and that C-clip will make sure it doesn't slide off. So that's how you can get one of the triple cap bands on the end as well. So it works really nicely. It means you get a star on top of the first tree in your bracelet. Alright, so the next thing we need to do is to slide. Now I've managed to work out how to do this with only, I think, turning it once, because if you've watched any of my tutorials, you know I don't really like turning bracelets if I can. So I'm using my leaf stitch to get this first one on to start with, and basically you have a band and another band you put over the top. You go under the first one, over that second one, under the third one, and hook it on, and it looks like a stem and a stitch. And basically it's just your it's a loop with a full band sitting on it. You can also get that effect by putting the band on here and slipping that over like that, and you get the same effect, but I find the way that I do it is a little bit easier. So this is going to be these first bands here, and because you need a band with then a loop on either side, this is the best way of getting it on the right hand side if you don't want to turn it. Enough talking, let's get on with it. Alright, so you see that you now have a loop on that side without having to worry about turning it over at this stage. Pop that one back on and grab another green and loop that through and catch it. Alrighty, so far so good. Then what we need to do is to cross these bands over. So it doesn't really matter which way you cross them. You might want to be consistent. You might want to have it slightly random so that they go crossing one way and crossing the other, but you need to get them crossed over. And then we'll need to put this band on the right hand side, pink band, and one on the left hand side. So to get them on the right hand side, I'm going to use the Jace Alvarez method and grab a hold of those two bands there, along with this band that I've got that I'm going to hook on. So I'm going to grab all of those and hang on to them, and grab that with the hook and slide it through those two bands, rehook the pink and the two green. So you've effectively got that looped on really nicely onto that side. Then the left hand side is very easy because that just goes straight through those left hand bands and back on again. Okay, this is the part where it gets just a little bit tricky. You need to get a gold band on the, and this is the band that runs through here, this gold band that runs through here. You need to get that into the middle, which isn't so tricky. We're going to pop that off again, that left hand band, with the same fingers holding the band. You're going to slide through, and you're going to slide those under those two, leaving this one on, this right hand band, and hook that back on, and that back on as well. Okay, so that's what it should look like so far. Then here comes a little bit tricky bit. Not terribly, but just interesting. You need to cross this left band over, so the pink band is getting crossed over the gold band. Pick up another one of your green bands and slide it under the gold band, like so. I'm going to turn it around. It's the only turn, but it's a little bit tricky because this one might want to pop off, so you've got to keep a good tight grip, pinching there, or if you've got a double-ended hook, slide it up the end, or you could do the method of putting another hook through this way, through all the bands that are looped on the hook, and turn it around and do it that way, but I'm going to do it like this. So I'm going to turn my hook over and slide it off, and then put them in from a different angle, coming through the opposite way, trying not to get them confused. There we go. Okay, so I've still got the two green over here, the pink there. I'm going to now cross this pink over the gold, like so, and grab a green band and put it just on the gold. We're nearly there. Okay, so now we have the pink and the two green bands sitting on there. And at this stage, Rainbow Loom Adventures has used a different colour band there because it's kind of the base of the tree. So I didn't have any brown bands, so I've been using a black or a charcoal one there, and that loops all of those on. So that's really easy. All of those go onto that band, reconnect. Okay, so when you give it a little bit of wriggle and a straighten, you should hopefully have a Christmas tree with a heart in it. I have to straighten up that little gold one, it's a little bit warpy, but yeah. So there you go, there's our first Christmas tree. So we then go through the same thing again. We'll get our first band, which is like our cap band. Now we're going to do this a little bit of a different way. I'm just going to take that off and put it on my finger, because there's only two bands, and grab that band to make what I think of as a star at the top of the tree, that triple cap band. Rehook that on, and slide that over all 3 loops. You can fiddle with it and straighten it out later, just as long as it gets on there. Okay, then we'll do our leaf stitch. Another way of starting the leaf stitch is to put the band that's going to be, with the leaf stitch you end up with a U going through and then another little U loop on the right hand side. So this will be the little U loop on the right hand side, so you put that band on the hook and you put the other band over the top and then you just go over under and that catches it on. Slide that through. And there we see we've got that U with the U loop this side. Reattach that and grab another band, green band, to go on that left hand side. Okay, cross over the green. Now because we've turned it around to do that other step, if you want to keep it consistent, I'd have to cross the left hand over the right hand this way, because we turned it part way through to finish off the bracelet. So if we wanted to be consistent, we would actually cross that left hand across the right hand, like so. Okay, we'll get one of the pink bands, so we need 2 pink bands, one for the left 2 loops and one for the right 2 loops. So we're going to do the right 2 loops first. Another way you can do it, so you can either grab those 2 left ones and while you're holding onto the band that you want to get onto those right 2, or if you're feeling more confident, you can get this band and pull it under all of them, like so. Pinch those 2 on the left and you just go over the top, usually the edge of your hook if you want to, go over the top of those 2 that you do want to capture under that and loop that through that way, and then reattach these because they're not going anywhere because you're pinching them, and reattach those, and then you can put that left hand loop through those 2 left hand green loops, like so. Alrighty, again you can do the same thing getting the gold band on. You can either grab this left hand loop and pull it off and hook those through those 2, or you can put the put the gold loop, a gold band on there, pull it through those 3 loops because that's as far as you want to go. This one's still not going to go under it. Pull that through a little bit, pinch that left hand loop and go over the bands with your hook that you do want to catch, and in between there, and you just put that through and pick it off there and reattach those. So that's another way of getting it through the middle there. Alright, here's this slightly tricky part, but once you get the hang of it, it's really not too bad. It's just keeping your bands in order. So what we want to do is cross that pink one over the gold one and put a green loop, green band on this gold, just through that one. And here's where I turn around, grabbing it really nice and firm, turning it around, putting it back through in the right order, not getting your bands twisted. What? That one doesn't want to go. There we go. No twisted bands, yay! Should end up with the green loops there, 2 of them, a pink loop, and then your gold and your pink. And you're going to now cross this pink one over the gold one, just the way you did on the other side, and grab a green band and pull that through just the gold one. Oops. Easy fixed, hey? So if you do happen to go under both, or if they get unlooped, just make sure that that pink one is on the right of the green you're pulling through. And there we go. We should now have 6 loops on there, 2 green, 2 pink, 2 green. Grab our base of the tree colour, which in my case I think is charcoal or black, might be charcoal, and pull it through all 6. hopefully we should have our second Christmas tree with a heart. We can adjust all of those ones down so that they look pretty. Alrighty, let's go through that again. So we're back to putting on our gold again, which is like the top of the tree star. Okay, I'm going to grab that one off. You could also slip knot it, but I find the limited edition bands, if you try and slip knot them, they tend to get away on you. So I'm going to just hold that on my finger while I grab the other band. Triple, 2, 3, so around 3 times, triple cap. Pop that back on and slide all 3 loops over onto there. There you go. Grab your first green band for the right and your green band for the middle goes over the top of it. Go over that middle green band, under, pull through. There we go, reattach. And then grab your green for the left hand side, just going under one band, like so. Check down here, and in this case if I want to keep them consistent because I've turned it around, I'm going to have to cross the right over the left of those 2 green bands. So I need to take the right band and cross it over the left band, like so. So you've got them sitting there crossed. So I'll show you the other way of getting the pink bands on again, which is you get these 2 bands here. Now you can do turning, you could actually put the pink bands on like this. The pink band on the left. Oh, if I could get it on. You put the pink band on the left, then you could turn it around. And you could put the pink band on the left again, which is easy enough. And the rest of the bracelet after your crisscross is quite symmetrical, so it doesn't really matter how many times you turn it during this process. So you could also put it on like that if you wanted to. So we'll continue from there. We'll get the gold band in the middle. And again, this is my way of doing it. Showing you lots of different ways, you'll get confused. Going over the top and in between those 2 bands, because I want it on these 2. I want these 2 rather to go on the gold band, and I don't want this one to go on the gold band. So I pinch that left one so it doesn't go anywhere and just pop it through, so I've captured the 2 loops on it that I wanted to capture. Pop that back on, because we need to get that gold band in the middle. Then on this side we're going to loop over, pink over gold. On that gold band we need a green band again. It just goes under the gold and the pink needs to stay to the right there. Rehook, turning, so if you can't see what I'm doing, but I'm assuming you know what I'm doing, which is turning around and trying not to get the loops all twisted up. So we end up with 2 green loops, the pink loop crossed over those, a gold and a pink. Now I'm going to take that pink and put it over the top of that gold and grab a green loop, green band, and loop it just under that gold, keeping the pink there to the right, like so. You have your 6 loops there, and they're all going to go onto the base colour of the tree. And there we have completed another tree with a heart. So this is pine hearts. It's a really pretty design. It's my second Christmas tree design that I've done a tutorial on, and they're both just awesome and quite different. Okay, I think that should be enough for you to be catching on to that. If you flip back, you rewind, you can go and try any of the different methods that I've showed you. I've showed you different methods on each of the trees, and pick the one that actually suits you best. You might find after doing it for a while, you swap over to a different method that you're now finding easier when you get a bit of confidence. So that really is all there is to that. And again, I'll let you know this design Pine Hearts was created by Rainbow Loom _adventures on Instagram. I'll have her details down below, and go check out her account. It's really lovely. I'm sure you'll want to give her a follow. Check out my account on Instagram, Crazy Just Might Work. I'll also have the details of that below. If you like this tutorial, give me a thumbs up down below and subscribe. I will have more tutorials coming out very soon. Alright guys, catch you later, bye.